Give me a D.
D.
Give me an N.
N.
Give me an F.
F. What's that spell?
Did not finish.
So Colin and Andrew DNF'd. This should be an interesting episode. This is Idiots Go Running, Season 3, Episode 29, We DNF'd 100 miles.
So, Colin, it's 10 days since the Famine Way. It's 10 days since we DNF'd. How are you feeling? And tell me, you've just heard the theme tune or the podcast intro. What's your thoughts?
The theme tune is a mix between Barney, a depressing big purple dinosaur. It's kids' music with the DNF, Andrew. Only you can make a DNF fun.
Well, you know what, Colin? 13 months ago, we finished the Northern Ireland 100. Something that I thought...
something you just keep harping back to.
Colin's massive. It is absolutely massive. 13 months ago, me and you did what we thought was the impossible. And we came on this podcast with guitar music, with rock music, with bigging ourselves up. 13 months on, we've entered into another 100. Didn't quite go to plan. No. We're going to talk all about it today, but I thought, you know what? And we embrace it when you're successful, should I say, and you have to embrace it when you're not as successful. So,
well, you don't celebrate your non-successful, your unsuccess.
Colin, you do. I think you have to, in a way. This podcast was born from you DNF in Ireland, and who knows what might be born from this.
Oh, good old Colin. Colin DNFs everything.
No.
If you're a first-time listener to the show, I don't DNF everything. Just for reference, I finished all the marathons.
Here, you finished 4th in the Northern Ireland 100 like a month ago.
Yes, I did well in the NI 100.
So you have to wonder, Colin, how you went from 4th in a 100-mile ultramarathon to DNFing, and well, we'll find out.
We'll find out.
I think if you're a listener to our show, you might know why.
The answer could be sitting in the room with us today.
Well, I'm not sure. We'll find out. But this is an exciting episode. If you're watching us in this episode, we're on our holidays, Colin.
We are.
This isn't a new podcast studio. We're in our holiday house. We're both together. Normally we're in Zoom or in our own houses.
Hey, we're in wee square windows.
Yep. So we're both sitting together. Very exciting because we had a crewman, Colin.
It did.
We had Jeff, our friend,
Yes.
the Northern Ireland 100 from last year. Jeff phoned us a few times. He phoned us at 3 a.m. just to check into us, on us, see how we were. In this episode, we've actually already recorded his part.
Yes.
Because we recorded it in Bob and Bert's here in the north coast of Northern Ireland. And we're going to be, cutting in and out of his bits.
Yeah, will do. 360 for a coffee, Andrew? I thought that was very, very exaggerated price for a coffee.
Was that this morning?
That was this morning. I ran down to Bob and Bert's, £3.60 for a coffee. Now, I don't mind a nice cup of coffee, but £3.60, Andrew. I got a whole bag of coffee for £3.60.
That's just...
But anyway, we're not here to talk about coffee.
You ran down, me and Jeff drove down. So, Colin, it took a lot to get me to do this race. It took an awful lot. I kept backing out of it, but I got there. We'll maybe cut to Jeff now to see what Jeff has to say about the start of the race and picking us up.
Yes.
Jeff and Andrew and Colin of this morning, it's over to you. So you now join us here in Bob and Birch. You might remember Bob and Birch from the Crewman Chronicles, where I had a filled soda, and I'm just after a filled soda with the crewman, Jeff. Jeff, I want to talk to you about some of your most memorable moments. I suppose the start. We have to start with the start with you, so give me your opinions.
You picked us up.
Yes, the start was early. The start was very early. It was a 4 o'clock in the morning kind of wake up call. It was a bit like going to the airport where you wake up about 4 times before 4 o'clock just in case you miss the alarm, and then get into the car, which has been packed the night before, and head down to pick you guys up. So it was an early start.
Was Andrew on time waiting at the door with all his bags packed, or did you have to wait about?
I did have to knock the door, I think. I believe that I knocked the door. I think I did, yes.
I did not hear a knock, but I seen my outside light come on, and I think I was ready. I was waiting for you. I don't think you had to wait too long now.
No, I didn't have to wait too long. To be fair, I didn't have to wait too long, yes. So.
Because I was on the footpath waiting, wasn't I?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, he was. He was out. He was ready.
The boxes were all out, waiting to go.
Yeah.
So everything went quite smoothly. You picked me up, picked Colin up, and then we went to McDonald's because of course we had to. And I don't have many regrets about much things, but I do regret this moment, Jeff.
Yes. I think in hindsight, we all regretted that particular moment. But yes, we headed to McDonald's for an early morning breakfast, and all seemed to be going quite well at that stage. Yes,
It was great. I regret it for a few reasons. First of all, we probably touched on this, and if we don't, we'll touch on it now. I threw up. We'll come to that in a second. I forgot about my hash brown. My hash brown was at the bottom of the bag, and only took one sip of my coffee, and that was at Strokestown. So it was a real waste of money and many things. But we'll get the throwing up. But we'll go on the road. How long was the drive to Strokestown?
It's about 3 hours, so we had a fairly good pace. I say we set off about 5, and we were aiming for about 8 o'clock to get you guys in for about an hour before the start.
I went in the back seat because I said, Jeff, Colin will just talk to you, and I brought my pillow, and I just want some. Colin will just talk, and I don't really want to listen to him, and I'm going to have like close to 30 hours with him. So we thought, guys. So we thought. So you talk away to him, and I'll try and get some.
Andrew,
shot.
it's a spoiler alert. You've just spoiled
Well,
it.
just heard the theme tune. What did you? It's going back, and then we'll come back. Jeff has heard the theme tune.
I mean, it's an interesting song to go with. It's happier than maybe it should be. You know, there's a lot of interesting.
I just think it's a mix between a kids' TV show and depression.
I love it. The journey to Strokestown was fairly uneventful until we got literally across the border. And I think I said, Jeff, if there's a service station or somewhere to pull over, pretty sure I'm going to throw up.
And what was your first toilet stop like?
So we stopped, I'm not sure where it was, just over the border in the Republic of Ireland, and I wasn't feeling great, and I went to the toilet. I thought I might throw up, but when I got to the toilet, it was the most stinking toilet I've possibly ever been to in my life.
You wouldn't even throw up in this toilet?
No, I couldn't throw up in this toilet. I think this toilet would make you throw up even if you were completely 100% healthy, not feeling sick. The very act of walking in this toilet would make you sick. So I didn't stay in too long in that toilet.
No, we moved on then, and we found a more appropriate toilet for you.
which was maybe probably another hour down the road actually. So I was feeling ropey. We got to this other service station, and I went in. I knew I was gonna. You know when you're gonna be sick. You know when you're gonna be sick. And I walked in, and I have to say, next to my own toilet at home, there's no other toilet on earth I would rather have thrown up into.
It's brilliant.
It was pristine condition. It was a lovely smell. It was roomy, and threw up. And yes, I seen that McDonald's again, with regret still in it. But I came out feeling much better, and you went into the toilet, Colin.
I didn't throw up, but it was a nice toilet for a normal toilet business.
And then we went to Strokestown.
We got there. Everybody was there was a lot of people already there. We had
Before Jeff, not that there was a very important moment to do 100 miles. He says you need motivation, you need encouragement, you need a song, you need an AI generated song. And I said to you, just as we're about to come in through the gates, I said, my song, I've got a song. With the whole throwing up and McDonald's fiasco, I forgot about the song. So I had made a song, and I said we each have equal weight in this song, but maybe because of the AI, my AI, it's slightly more biased towards myself. And then I played the song. Colin, you don't look happy about this.
No, I'm not happy about it. It was just a song about Andrew and his possible 100-mile run.
Now you got a mention too.
I would like to see the instructions that were given to the AI to generate this song, because I don't think it was equal weighting.
No.
Pretty sure Andrew featured slightly more heavily in the instructions.
When the DNF one comes out, we're all even.
Well, it's not really. It's more like a podcast intro, so it is. So we are.
That's what was supposed to be the podcast intro.
We are going to put our song. Sorry, we are going to put our song at the end of this episode, just so everyone can experience, because
We've got to experience it. Yeah.
you know, well, one, it'll save me making another song. I think everyone, it's not quite long, it's about 2 minutes. It's quite catchy.
It is.
You were singing it to your wife while doing dishes, I believe.
She was less than impressed with me singing that particular song as we were doing the dishes. Yeah.
Why was she not impressed about it?
I don't know. I mean, she's not called Andrew for a start.
I was about to say.
Jeff would play this song to us when we ran past him or ran up to him. It was a great encouragement. And with that in mind, when you hear the song at the end, the irony of the song is everything that is said in this song, with the exception with the bit about Jeff the crewman, it is completely wrong. Like 100%, everything you hear about the song, everything it said, the complete opposite happened, which just makes it all the more glorious and wonderful in my opinion. So we got the strokes down.
Yes, get the strokes down, get you guys in, and there's a lot of buzz around it. I've never been to one of these starts of these ultramarathons before, but a lot of buzz, a lot of chat, a lot of people with a bit of banter already at the start of the process. So yeah, it was a good vibe.
And then toilet number 3 was queued. So we had the queue to get into the third toilet. Not as good as the second toilet, but still pretty clean.
It was good. Probably second in the list of toilets because you need a toilet before you go on a 100-mile journey. And you said about Jeff the buzz at the start. I was really excited for you because this time last year, I had never been to one, and it's a real event. The buzz of the people at the start and the crews and just the early morning. It's a really nice place.
It is, yeah, a really nice atmosphere, and lots of people are really, really welcoming as well, which is great and encouraging in terms of, you know, even when you guys left at the start, there's a bit of chat around from the people who were crewing for the runners.
Now we're back in the holiday house, Colin. The magic of editing. Colin was set off, we left Jeff. At any point, did you think we weren't going to make it in this race?
No, I started up actually. Let's go back to before the race where I said to Andrew, just let's not train. You don't train.
This is a few months ago. A few months ago I said, Colin, I'm out. I'm definitely not doing it now. I got talked back into it. And I said, but I don't really want to train.
But when you signed up, that was my first thing. I said, Andrew, you can show people that you can not train and still turn up and complete a 100-mile race. It's achievable for anybody out there. Anybody can run 100 miles.
Yep, and I said, no, I want to do a bit of training.
So you overtrained?
I'm going to go to Spain.
And overtrained.
And I'm going to run 4.2 miles because that's the perimeter of the wee place we're staying in. Not every day. And I have to say, that even in Spain, I did 7-minute running, 3-minute walking, and at the halfway point, I got a nice coffee and sat down and I watched a YouTube video. Nothing to do with running. It was about other stuff. And it was fantastic. And I did that most days. And the last day, I couldn't be bothered going out, but I'd done it anyway. And I do regret that because I don't think I needed to. And it was my last day as my holiday, and I didn't want to go out running.
Yeah.
I did.
So I always thought that's how confident I was that we could turn up and we could do this. And just like 30 hours, it was flat, achievable.
So it was a lower cutoff in the Northern Ireland 100. It was 34 hours. This was 30 hours.
Yeah.
It was flat. It was meant to be doable.
Easy.
And I thought I'd do it. I thought we'd do it.
Yep. So
we set off well.
We set off well, we were having fun, and we were mingling with groups of people, we were chatting, we got our photograph by Gordon Glenn taken with Gillian doing the bouncy on one of them, their canal gates.
So the first 11 miles is lovely countryside.
Yeah.
Lovely countryside.
We were chatting to people, we were having fun.
There was about, how many in the race? About 30 people in the race, so quite small numbers in this race. We had a lot of fun, a lot of banter.
And Andrew changed his. So last year, whenever we did 7-minute, 3-minute, Andrew had a bell and ding ding. And every time I heard this bell, being a runner, you look behind you and think, where's the bike? Andrew changed it up this year. What was it? £7 for the app?
I paid $3.99.
$3.99 for the app?
Cancel that actually after this podcast. $3.99 per month.
And he could change it to
get a timer.
It was a rip-off.
Different sounds.
That's a rip-off.
And I thought, what would be lovely sound to hear? Meow. I don't know if it was a lovely sound, but it was a meow. It was like there was lots of normal bell ringings, and then there's this cat meowing. So we changed it to meow. So every time we heard meow, it was a 3-minute break. It was a 3-minute walking break.
And people actually ran past us going, these two know what they're doing. Really? Meow.
We don't know.
These two know what they're doing. This guy barely trains and has a cat noise on his phone every
and it was a different
7
noise
minutes.
for when we had it start up after the 3 minutes. It was like a ring ding ding or something like that.
I don't know. It's a weird one.
And everything was great. It was a beautiful day. Perfect conditions.
Nice and warm.
It did get very warm. Fairly
really
warm. And everything was going great. Jeff was brilliant.
Yep. Surprisingly brilliant.
I don't know, call about surprisingly brilliant. But he was brilliant. He was on the money. He was very impressive. He had everything down to a T.
He knew our route. He knew where we were going. He was able to advise us. He just knew everything.
Just everything was great. And so after 11 miles of countryside, we hit the canal.
Yeah.
And it was canal for the next, nearly straight into Dublin. So for the next 90 miles, it was going to be canal country, Colin. And that was fine. But we maybe got to the first mini aid station, not even an aid station, just a water, remember the water place? And we were told by the guys that 2 people had dropped out.
Aye.
And that was quite surprising at that stage.
Yeah, so 2 people dropped out. Apparently, when you're running on the pavement, you're not used to the trails. Like, you know, they were having issues with their hips and whatnot. And
Because it was so flat.
Because it was flat. And the easiness, therein lies the difficultness. So it's like, what's a paradox? It was so flat and easy that it made it really hard.
That was a bit surprising to hear that 2 people had dropped out. That's very, very early in the race. And we kept going and everything seemed to be fine until maybe about mile 30.
Yeah, you keep saying mile 35, but mile
we're
30.
getting to there. We're getting to mile 35 because mile 30, I started to feel my left knee.
Pain in his left knee, didn't just feel his left
Didn't
knee.
feel it. There was a bit of pain on it. And physically it felt good, mentally it was good. And I said, a bit sore, Colin. We kept going. And then it changed the timer to 6 minutes. Run 6,
4,
3.
Yeah.
And then it kind of went down to maybe 5.
Is it 6-4? Then it was,
No, we kept 3 because you wanted an even 10. I said, don't be daft, Colin.
he just changed it from 10. Why did you change it? Like, 10's a nice number.
That's a beautiful number. It's my favourite number. 10's my favourite number.
And then you went to 5-4 or something?
No, I never changed. It was always 3 minutes. I went down from 7. We went down from 7 minutes to 6 to 5 to 4. And then I said, Colin, I think we should just walk for a while.
And can we just say, anyone listening, it sounds like this was over a span of maybe 10, 15 miles, Andrew. I think it was
Five
over the
miles.
span of...
5 miles. That's where I get 35, you see.
Oh, right, okay.
So it was a short span and we started to walk and I was loving life. I was happy. I was enjoying the adventure. Everything was grand. But little bit known to me, Colin, you were maybe not just so happy.
No, so at this stage I was fine because we were walking it in. I think you
Don't know if you can walk in 70 miles though, Colin.
You don't know.
Don't know.
You can't walk in 70 miles unless you're pretty fast walking.
Well, I thought I might be able to run again.
Our pace was okay. Like time-wise.
Up to now,
yes.
pace was no problem.
Time-wise, we were coming in below the cutoff. Time-wise, and I
The
was
first
going,
cut-off was 14 hours.
That's
That was
okay. We just
more
got
than
moving.
achievable. It was wee bums. It was no issue.
Yep.
But then we'll start to walk, and when you walk, you slow down a wee bit. We got the poles out,
Yep.
checking poles.
Yep.
Everything was going fairly good, I would say.
Yep.
But then maybe this is the point where, looking back, there was wee canal bridges,
Oh.
and I started to count the bridges. Remember, because of the numbers on them.
I
I remember like there was like 40,
lock
42.
I don't know, was it lock 17? Lock 42.
Started 42, or when I start decounting down.
Lock 40.
42, then
Lock
41.
nine.
I think I got to 38.
This.
And you kind of go,
Lock.
stop counting. This is like maybe every mile, 2 miles or something like
Yeah.
that. And you were annoyed at me counting these lock bridges.
I just kept counting locks. And I was going, these locks. It's because it took so long to get from one lock to the other.
But there were different lengths in between and all. You didn't know when the next lock would be. Like some were quite close, some were far out.
It just felt like an eternity between each lock.
I think it did for you. I was enjoying it. Now the route is the same the whole way. It's rinse and repeat, more or less.
Bridges.
And we found out that got into a lot of people's heads. A lot of people, because it was over, just rinse and repeat.
Bridge, lock, bridge, lock, bridge.
But everything was going grand. I think I was 100% happy, Colin. And
I think you were.
I think I was, at this point, you didn't say it, but I was holding you back.
You think so?
I think so.
Do you know what?
I think so, Colin.
So then what gets me is that when you're going and we pass people having a wee bite to eat, a wee picnicky thing, and they were also on our course. And then we passed them and I thought, oh, look, they've stopped. So we got well beyond them. And then all of a sudden I heard people behind us and they just
walked.
They just floated past
yeah,
us.
just,
Yeah.
and into the distance.
And then the other thing was, on a course like this, Andrew, there's 0 people and support. You're
Well, that's true. Because
there's no people.
at the start.
You get the odd dog walker.
At the start, there was fun, there was banter, there was other people, and then there was a few people dropped out. A lot of people was on ahead because
So we were basically propping up the pack.
and between, I think it was 20 miles, we seen no one.
Yeah.
No one for 20 miles.
But we had a surprise appearance from one of our friends.
Oh,
So previously to this, I had a message on my phone saying, I might come out that day and meet just somewhere in the course. I thought this is cool. So James Hayden hold on a wee second. Last time I ran with James Hayden, I DNF'd.
oh, James.
James,
This isn't. I know. I think we all know where this conversation is
you're
going.
banned from any event.
That-
He's banned, Andrew.
That's harsh. So it
He's
is.
banned. But James turned up. James drove out of his way to come down, and in the distance, I seen James. I was like, Andrew, it's James. Andrew goes, aye, okay. And you said, well, how did you see him? I said, oh, you could see James.
You seen James from like a mile away or something? I don't know. And it was a treat, Colin.
It was a treat.
He ran with us. Didn't pace us because you're not allowed pacers, but he or maybe he walked with us at this stage. I'm not.
So last time I seen James, Andrew, I was somewhere in the middle of Ireland. And again, I'm somewhere in the middle of Ireland and James turns up.
No, you didn't DNF the Belfast Marathon. You first met
Oh,
James.
you're right. So James, yes.
You first met James at the Belfast Marathon.
So this is a story. I'll tell this story. So Belfast Marathon, we started running and I was wearing I think it was the early days where I was running for MS, raising money for multiple sclerosis. And I sort of ran up near James. He goes, are you running with MS or for MS? Or are you running length of Ireland? I think it was the Miz and the Malin top it on. And we started chatting, and anyway, he ran on, he just bolted off into the distance. And then last 2 miles of the Belfast Marathon, I seen James. And I said, James, you're going to be beat by someone with MS. And me and him, he was walking, we picked up the pace. We got in sub 4 hours. He was over the moon, I was over the moon. We chatted, and then we parted ways, Andrew. I decided to run the length of country, and a van drove off, and James turns up, and James ran that day 30 odd miles with me, Andrew.
Amazing, and it was amazing crack. And
Amazing banter.
And then here he is in the Famine Way. A lot of fun. It was great.
Yeah.
So that's a few years now, Colin.
That's a few years.
That's a few years, and it was great to see James. And James, if you're watching or listening, you've no idea how much of a treat and a joy that was.
That's a highlight of our run.
And the chat, well, it was one of the highlights of the runs. All those bridges, Colin. That was a lot of good bridges and a lot of good locks. You know.
I could build a bridge now.
So seeing James really was a highlight and a shot in the arm in between Jeff, the crewman. So everything wasn't too bad. It was a bit slow at that stage. I think I had slowed down then.
Yeah.
Seeing James a fair bit.
Yeah.
And I had because I didn't train, I didn't have a plan, but I had a protocol. The sugar cube protocol, Colin.
Yes, your sugar cube. Explain to everyone what the sugar
So
cube
what a sugar-
protocol. Good luck.
What the sugar... Right, you've maybe heard of sugar cubes, and you've maybe heard of putting sugar cubes down, and then a horse or a donkey or something will come and eat a sugar cube, see the next one. And as long as you keep putting the sugar cubes out, that horse or donkey will keep on eating them.
You're really like relating yourself to a donkey. You realise that?
It's the metaphor. It's the metaphor and the plan. So this isn't a joke, Colin. I didn't train for this.
I ran with a donkey.
Apart from 4.2 miles in Spain with a nice coffee in the middle and breaks and all that.
We all know you didn't train.
So I thought in the last Northern Ireland 100, something that really excited me was getting wee treats. So I thought I bought lots more treats for this.
How many shops did you go to?
Oh, Colin phoned me one day and
Tesco's, B&M, Asda, Sainsbury's,
I went to 5 different shops
Poundland.
just to see what they had.
On the one day,
All one evening, Colin, one evening.
I rang him and he was in a different shop every time. I'm in B&M.
Same conversation. I just kept you on the phone. I was speaking for you half an hour. I just went
And then you went back to Poundland or
because
something.
there were better deals, Colin. I wasn't going to spend something cheaper, dearer in another place.
No, but you went back to Poundland.
So, because it was cheaper, the Lucozade was cheaper or something like that. It was £1 cheaper. So, it was Poundland. So
Oh, you ruined the Lucozade.
we'll get to that too. So, I decided I'd have like an iced coffee because now I quite like iced coffees after Spain, and then maybe get Lucozade, and then maybe get like I don't know what it was. There was different snacks, and it was over the moon. And I thought that'll see me into Dublin. And that was the protocol. So if you don't train, I had a protocol. So the training didn't work out in the protocol. The protocol did actually up to a point.
It didn't really work out, did it?
Colin, it did, because as we found out, we were feeling good when we DNF'd. And we'll go to, maybe should we go to that point now? Did anything else happen along this trip?
Well, the Lucozade thing happened. So I have my Lucozade, you have your Lucozade. So I think this is a crewman learning, where maybe if you have two people, you kind of split their stuff up a bit better. So all our Lucozades went into one bundle, and we weren't going to be seeing Jeff for a wee while. So I grabbed a Lucozade for the run, right? It was a warm day. I grabbed a Lucozade for the run and put it in. And that was all grand. And Andrew did say this at the start. He did this. You made the same mistake I did. Remember, I filled up millions of bottles.
I only had 12 bottles. You had like 20. But I put I don't know what I put in it, but it was some kind of salt.
It's like electrolyte salt, but it's like putting pure salt into your drink. And if anyone, so I got this one before for the Belfast Marathon in work, and I divvied it out to people thinking, this is electrolytes, this is great for you. 2 people in my work had diarrhea after taking this, right? Which I told Andrew.
No, I didn't do that at the time.
But it's rotten. It is like, even our eldest brother went away to a stag do, and he couldn't even drink the stuff the next day for electrolytes.
Very drinkable.
Oh, it's just pure salt. But anyway,
Lucozade, it's not bad.
I grabbed my Lucozade thinking, here's my Lucozade. I love a wee drink of Lucozade. And I had it in my thing. Warm day. Wasn't seeing Jeff for a while. It was only liquid I had from the next time I seen him. And I picked it up, took a big swig, and oh my goodness, it was rotten. It was like someone had just spiked my Lucozade with a bucket load of salt. It was rotten. It had that aftertaste of vomit in your mouth.
And that was you for 5 miles, and every time you go, I'm thirsty, I need to drink this. Seriously, I didn't enjoy it. I loved that my head all. It was good for you.
It was good for
I
you.
just kept saying, it's good for you, drink it. And it was good for you.
Coming from your marathon and Walter's experience.
Here. So,
Nutritional Andy.
here, Sugar Cube protocol in full effect. So, Colin, we'll get to the moment where I don't know what everyone's waiting for, how we DNF'd. We're in Mullingar, which
It was dark.
It was halfway point. It was getting dark. We're getting hungry.
11 o'clock.
This was much later than what we had the McDonald's at the last year's event, and when you were doing it a month ago. So we're getting very hungry, and then Jeff said he was at a certain spot. We went and we met him, and it was a glorious McDonald's, or I thought it was a glorious McDonald's. How did you feel?
Right. I think it's going to be my last ever McDonald's on an ultra.
Well, to be honest,
It's my last ever McDonald's outside of an ultra at the minute.
right?
As you've just listened to, that I don't have it anymore. I don't go into it. Even when the kids are having it, I can't stomach it because of the obvious reasons that's going to come up. But I find it hard to eat and run. It's very messy.
Oh, weren't really running, if we're being honest.
Even walking, I found it very messy. I even found this problem in NI 100. Did you not notice? I found it hard to.
I didn't notice.
Messy.
It can be a bit messy.
It's messy.
Can be
And
a
you've a
bit
bag and you've other stuff. It's not easy to carry and run. And did we have trekking poles as well?
We did. So it was tricky.
It was,
But, you know,
it was messy.
if you had pizza and a pizza box, it'd be hard.
You've
If you
won.
had a korma
100.
out. Well, now, this isn't probably normal 100-mile food, but it's mine.
Yeah, korma. Could you imagine eating korma? No.
Yeah, korma would be tough going now, Colin.
Korma would be tough going, Andrew.
But if I was getting it, I'd need the naan bread and the rice. So that'd be a real issue with trekking poles.
Think of the best of your bag. Naan bread here.
Well,
the rice in the pocket.
I wouldn't go near the bag, Colin. I would need the...
Oh, we all...
tray.
Yeah, well.
I'd need Jeff, actually. I'd need Jeff walking beside us.
A
with a wee
butler?
tray.
You need a butler?
No, Jeff could do the job. I would need someone else. Jeff could do the job. He could hold McCorma on a tray, and he could bring cutlery.
I don't know. You could drink this... If it was the korma, you could drink it through a straw. Blend it. Blend it, Andrew.
So we'll maybe cut to the bit with Jeff and Bob and Bert's and us this morning.
Yeah, what one?
The bit where we're talking about McDonald's. So
Uh-oh.
Jeff, Andrew, Colin this morning. So where do you? Say, I was very excited that you would be crewing, just as I said before, just for your insight, just to see the world of ultra running.
And this wasn't perfect, by the way. This ultra running race wasn't like any ultra running race.
If you hadn't crewed, I don't know if I would have done it, Jeff. I backed out of this race 6 to 7 times this year. and you'd actually offered to crew.
Yeah.
And I responded, thank you so much, but I've decided to back out of the race. And then maybe 2 weeks later, I messaged you to say,
I'm back in.
Still apart. Yeah.
well, bit cryptic, but you probably phone us. If you got 5 minutes, I've got something to ask you or something, and I asked you and you accepted. If you hadn't accrued, I think I would have dropped out again, probably.
Wouldn't surprise me.
And I can honestly say I think you're a better crewman than me, Jeff. Yeah, and that's a tall order.
That's a tall
That's
order.
a tall order.
Absolutely.
With all that said, as I said to you on the way home, with about 3 hours to go after DNFing, I've crewed once with a 100% record, and you've crewed 2 people with and you know.
Yep.
So you're the better crewman, but is it?
What is it?
Who really? Who?
Am I really? Absolutely.
Sounds good. You know why I mean all that. No. So, but then,
Last time we crewed for you.
that's it.
Any time going.
Just you do that last time I do one of these races. So we've got about 10 minutes left with you, Jeff, because your time is precious and ours is not. And I think we'll come to the main event. The main event. 'cause
McDonald's.
as well, maybe as the McDonald's, as we'll maybe talk about this decision. We'll start to talk about it and then bring you into it, because we were looking forward to the McDonald's, and then we got you with the McDonald's probably a bit later than what we expected, Colin.
Yeah, so we'll go through my order.
That's not because you, Jeff, now.
So previously I got tea, chips, and 2 McPlants, wasn't it?
It was.
This time I got 2 McPlants, and that was it.
So you got chips as well.
Did I get chips? Oh, I did get chips. Didn't need the chips, did I?
Kind of tried to plan so that it wouldn't be too cold whenever I had got to you guys. But yeah.
No midgies?
Very efficient.
No midgies?
No midgies. Absolutely not.
Too late for midgies.
It was about half
Sleep.
11ish. You met us.
Yeah, around just past 11. Yeah.
Now, by this stage as well, fill the people in, the listeners in. By this stage, we were walking, Colin, all down to me.
So, yeah.
We were walking
Yeah.
since about mile 35, and this is coming up to 50-ish, maybe, or in around 50 probably.
Just over 50, was it?
Yeah, it's 52.
52.
52.
Hey, crewman knows, Andrew. Crewman knows.
It's literally 4 miles away from DNFing. So I came in personally. My knee was a bit sore, but I could walk quick and there was no soreness. And I felt great. I felt in high spirits and I was looking forward to my McDonald's.
You could walk quick.
Yeah.
You could walk.
I thought it was quick with my poles. How did you feel going into the aid station?
So, brilliant.
Or the
I was,
McDonald's aid
I was,
station?
I was great, Andrew. I was so positive.
I don't believe that for a second. Jeff, what was your opinion when you seen us on and your expectations? Because I won't lie, it was at this moment for the first time something twigged that all might not be right here.
Yeah, I mean, from you guys coming in, this was the first time that I'd seen you that your demeanor wasn't sort of really, really positive and chatty and that sort of thing. It was more functional at that stage. I thought that was, I wasn't sure, was that just a part and parcel of the ultramarathon at this late stage of the evening? But certainly at this stage, you guys were definitely more just need to do this, as opposed to being your more positive selves.
Ticking away, Andrew.
That's right. Colin kept saying about time. He was like, don't worry about the time, Colin. Don't worry about it, because you kept giving me time updates, and it wasn't
positive time up there.
it wasn't positive. But looking back, up until you were getting more quieter, I think the last maybe hour up at McDonald's.
Once Andrew goes, do a video, Colin, do a video. If you have to do a video.
Why? Because I was like, Colin, we haven't done a video in a while. People's going to think we're dead or something. And let's do a video. And you were like, oh, let's do a video. Hey, you guys.
But then, so just to put in context, the videos did stop. Jeff, you don't know this. The videos did stop, and then our eldest brother, Stephen,
We'll get to that bit, Colin. We'll get that because we haven't DNF just at this point yet.
Okay, we haven't DNF'd
We'll
yet.
get our McDonald's. We'll leave Jeff. We're in good spirits, maybe. And then we'll meet Ross. Ross, who you ran with in the Northern Ireland 100 2 years in a row, or part with. He was good crack. He came up to you just to encourage Muppets like us.
Brilliant.
Yeah, with his 2 dogs.
With his 2 dogs.
He flew in that morning, did he say?
Flew in that morning to Dublin and went up to...
And then came out to this endless canal to see people.
Real encouragement. I was really, really thankful.
Well, it worked,
and
didn't it?
encouraged. No, because the more you talked to Ross, the more I thought, you're not happy. Oh, you're not happy here. You're really not happy. And Ross left us. And I thought, I'm going to say something here. And I had to think about it. I think I was very happy at this point. I wasn't running, right? I was walking. Fairly quick walk, I
Very,
thought.
very fast walk.
I would say
Andrew.
very fast call now.
We're like
But I think I said you,
Lightning
Colin,
McQueen.
are you happy enough? Are you happy enough to continue? What was your response?
I say I'm brilliant, Andrew.
I don't believe you did, Colin.
Well, that's what you kind of didn't read between the lines.
No, I'm not very good at reading between the lines because
No, I don't like this route. It's all canal. I'm bored. I've got the head torch on. I don't want to go on anymore. I think it was something along those lines.
it was like a 10-minute rant. So it was, well, not so well, maybe it was a rant. I don't know, but I picked up.
It was. That doesn't sound like Jeff. Does that sound like a rant?
Not at this moment in time, but I wasn't there, so.
I picked up that more so when you say all that you really,
Meanwhile, I had a mouth full of plant burgers.
really,
So they get lettuce and everything's flying everywhere at the same time.
you really weren't happy. With 14 and a half hours left, and I think we're coming in probably, we're over time. We're going to be well over it. We weren't getting any quicker. I wasn't getting any quicker at all.
No, I mean, that last section, I was kind of plotting you on the tracker, and yeah, the pace just slowed right down. And I sort of, at that stage, I did a few kind of in my head calculations, thinking you're going to struggle here to get to the finish in the right time.
Was this like a Titanic DNF? Where you went out, we're going to get to America and then it sinks?
I think the issue that happened here in
It was Jeff.
hindsight, definitely not. Jeff was an absolute gent and scholar and a fantastic crew man. I went.
With a minus 50% record.
I signed up for the Famine Way. I didn't really want to do it. I had to be talked into it, okay? And I didn't train. In Spain, I didn't run much.
You overtrained.
I think I overtrained. My last day of Spain, I ran, which I really didn't want to do, but I ran because I thought I had to. But in Spain, I was running 4.2 miles at the most. That's probably not enough
For a
to train
100-mile ultramarathon, yeah.
for a 100-mile ultra marathon. But I thoroughly enjoyed the day, and I had great crack. And looking back, I think, Colin, you just come off the back of a fourth place. You were as high as kite. Everything up, like, you are going north, and I am
just
going even more south compared to what
Andrew, I'm in Mount Everest. I'm at the peak of my
So-
fitness. I've never been fitter in my life.
Yeah,
I've never
and
felt better. I was happier. Andrew, people are texting me going, Colin, I can't wait to see how you're going. People are tracking me to see where I'm going to be in the race. And then to see me probably in the tracker and I'm a bit behind everybody else on the...
No, but all you had to say is... Because
Even dog walkers were passing us.
somebody texts you saying, "Oh, you're not going to get under 24 hours today, Colin, at this pace." And you're a bit annoyed about it. Here's me, just text them and say, "You're with Andrew." And that just comes... I know, I'm joking. If people know you're on with me, it's a different ballgame.
Walking.
I
You use this running term loosely.
for 35 miles, I was fairly solid.
30.
I think 35. But anyway, it was walk territory, so it was. I said to Gary and Gillian, the organisers at the start, "Here's me, Colin ain't going to be getting fourth in this race." He was lucky to get fourth from bottom. It was very true. Have to say, 50% DNF in this race, almost.
Very high, yeah.
Very high.
100% in our team.
Very half. So, Colin, we had to make a decision. And I think I said to you at one point, I don't know if I could run another 16 hours with you. The way you're talking about it. And what did you say?
My response was, well, I don't think I could walk another 15 hours.
You also said, "No, well, I'll change my attitude. I'm happy now." Here's me, you're not one bit happy, Colin.
And then you go to me, you go, I said, Andrew, look, we'll keep on going and I'm going to be happier from here on in. You go, you can't be happier now. Don't you tell me I can't be happy.
He was ripping. He was absolutely ripping. And it was it.
It was jest. It wasn't serious. I wasn't angry, Andrew. It was
No,
jest.
it wasn't. It wasn't. You weren't
No,
like.
This was all jest.
No,
This is all
we
me.
didn't fall out or not.
No, this is all jest. This is all me being over exaggerating.
Then-
Like Andrew in a scorcher, it's like me and my DNFing.
It did have to come to a point where I had to make a decision, and I thought long and hard about it.
I didn't.
No, you didn't. But I said, "Colin, I need some time," and we were just because you know what I didn't want to do, Jeff. I didn't want to, and Colin and folks listening, I didn't want to regret it. 24 hours time or 48 hours. Now I really wanted to give myself. So we walked in silence for a wee bit too.
Did we?
And I phoned Jenna to see what did she think. She was like, "What's up to you?" Like, you know.
You're right, your wife.
I didn't want to. I wanted to phone Jeff.
Time was
last.
this that, Andrew? This must have been nearly 12 o'clock.
It was just after 12 at this.
So you rang your wife at 12 o'clock.
Yeah.
From between Dublin and Strokestown to ask her, should I just
No.
stop?
I didn't ask her what should I do. That was our decision. I just wanted to give her information and see if she could beat back anything.
Should
to
love
us.
that, getting woken up.
My father-in-law had text him at the time, so I was really processing. I didn't want to do something at the time, felt okay, but later on I would regret.
So-
Because
Before we go further, that was our story, but Jeff saved a life.
we'll get to that. So we're about the DNF, Colin. You can't just jump back. We've only got a few minutes with Jeff. We'll tell us.
Exactly, but hold on. So we're more important than Jeff, our crewman, saving someone.
At this point in the story, that's something.
Hold on, this guy
doesn't matter.
isn't just a crewman. This guy.
Right, let's jump. Right, we've talked and we've only got 1 minute with Jeff. So Jeff, you saved a life.
That's a little over dramatic on that one, but yeah. So I was waiting for you guys, and whenever some of the ultra runners were coming through, at this stage it was dark. It was just head torches coming through, but I would get out of the car and sort of ask people if they wanted water or anything to see if they need any help. So this guy came down and he was hyperventilating, and I said, "Are you okay?" And he said, "No, I don't think I am." So I said, "Do you want to sit in my car for a minute?" He said, "Yes." And he couldn't even make his legs work to get seated into the car. I had to help him into the car, and I thought, if you're going to run down the side of that canal on your own, I'm very worried for you. So that actually gave me a wee insight into how ultramarathon, the fatigue and the endurance and stuff that you need. So he ultimately ended up calling his cousin and finishing there because he couldn't go on any further. But I was that in some ways influenced how I then dealt with your phone call coming up, you know.
And I joked with you, Colin, but it was actually a good time to say that because we felt good. See, physically, we could have went on. Now we would have been 3 to 4 hours after cut off.
Yep.
Easy. I think we would have done under 34. This was under 30, and ultimately that's when we decided we're not making the cut off.
Yep.
And we called it. Now that said, and you can maybe back us up or let you know, Jeff. Physically, we felt good. I thought the next station was 72. I think we would have done that, no issue. I think we would have finished the race, no, like because we weren't wobble, you know, we just didn't have the pace. And then we made the call to you, and what was out of the blue wasn't for you?
Well, I'd seen your pace slow, so I knew that something wasn't quite right. And I'd seen you guys at the McDonald's stop. It wasn't entirely out of the blue, but still, you know, something that I thought I didn't really expect either.
What's it?
Called it, yeah.
The next park, the area to get parked, you know, meet us there. And in the distance, me and Andrew goes, "What is that?" That was a floating lantern, wasn't it?
Floating lantern.
Floating lantern. I thought, all right, now,
Hallucinating.
am I hallucinating? Is this, have I gone too far? Is death coming to get me? But this floating lantern. And then all of a sudden, it was Jeff.
Jeff, what other crewman would come? I wouldn't go to the Landrex, stay in my car.
Andy would have said, it's got the heat and all, he wasn't sleeping.
Colin, I would even open the door yourself, you DNF loser. But Jeff came with a lantern, and you said, "Can I carry anything from you?" And you see, as soon as you said that, Jeff,
I think you gave him your bag, did you?
as soon as Jeff said that, I felt my bag just get heavy, and I was like, "That big." See, up until then, I wouldn't realise I was carrying a bag. As soon as you said, "Can I take anything?" I just felt the bag. I don't know, it's
And
weird,
then
but
Jeff carried you back to the car.
and then he carried me and the bag back to the car.
That's what a good crewman does.
And that's what a good crewman does. It was close to...
A few stops on the way home. There's a few.
Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry. Here,
There's
oh,
a few aid station stop. I think.
I forgot.
Like every 5 miles.
I actually forgot all about this. So it was about 2 hours, 45 minutes-ish, was it maybe?
Around 2 or 3 hours, yeah.
And we stopped every 5 minutes, Colin.
So Matt Niggs once asked me a question. He goes, "Do you eat McDonald's outside of ultra running?" And I can categorically say that yesterday we brought the kids to McDonald's. We sat in and I didn't touch a burger. I didn't like the smell of the place, and I just needed to get out because had my two burgers in. I was fine. I was chatting to the DNF crew. The DNF crew. I don't know, we had to wake them up, didn't we? We had to wake up the DNF crew to hand back our trackers.
That's right, because we had to... Yeah, that's
So
right.
we didn't just DNF, but woke up the next crew closest to us to hand back our trackers, and he got up half sleeping. But anyway, jumped in the car, we're all fine, we're driving home, and then all of a sudden, that backseat of your car, it's cursed.
I was glad, like, I did offer
like-
to swap with you, but I'm glad you
Yeah.
didn't, because I would have
Can you-
ended up.
Can you pull over? And Jeff, as a good crewman does, pull over. Yeah, you work away. I got out, started being sick. And then what was it? Was it even a minute or two down the road again?
Too long after that, yeah.
Then back in again. I lost count of many times.
It was a lot of times. I think in the fourth time you pulled over, Jeff, I said, Jeff, I'm going to join him. we were
So yeah, so DNF followed by a sick journey home.
So we've got 30 seconds left, Jeff.
Just to say on that point, my wife, who's a doctor, says that that's a combination of exhaustion and dehydration that make you sick, and then the car journey just
Just
rinse and repeat.
Yeah.
But Jeff, we can't thank you enough for crewing for us. Awesome day.
And would you ever decide to run an ultra marathon? Not with Andrew, but would you ever decide to run an ultra marathon after seeing that?
I mean, I like the camaraderie of it, but the physicality of it, no.
That's kind of the story of how we DNF'd. Any regrets, any thoughts, looking back?
Biggest regret?
Yep.
Signing up. No, only joking. 1 mile then Gary and Gillian, all your events.
Is it?
I don't think so. I think my biggest regret was you signing up. No, only joking.
That's understandable.
Sorry, I'm going through everybody. I'm going to have no friends left after this.
Here, no, I don't mind. Keep safe space,
going.
calm, safe space.
Jeff as a crewman didn't help.
What do you mean he didn't help?
He doesn't have a good record, does he? Of getting people through ultras.
No, up to this point,
He's a minus like
no.
200%.
That's on us, Colin. That's no, he is a minus 200%.
He's a
But
minus
at that stage, that was down to us. It wasn't down to
right.
Jeff.
No regrets.
Any regrets? Any regrets?
No, you can't. No, I don't have regrets.
Right.
I never have regrets. I don't do regrets.
But what's your feelings now?
What's my feelings? My feeling is, do you remember I said anybody can do 100 miles? Not everybody can do 100-mile races.
Do 100.
And you need to train.
Now my training last year was pretty poor,
No, but you ran.
but I did run.
This year you didn't
I
run.
ran once a week. It could have been up to 20 miles, and this year just didn't have it.
Not even this year, this past 12 months.
13 months actually. Colin.
13 months you didn't run.
months.
And that's what happens. You turn up.
Yeah, how much I've actually ran.
Tell us how much you've actually ran.
It's not much, Colin. It's not much. I ran about 27 miles in Greece. I ran 35 in Northern Ireland. And that's in the last 13 months. And then in Spain, I did actually go out nearly every day doing that 4.2. And it was around 42 miles or something like that, which put well up a fair bit. But I didn't really do. My longest run was in Greece in March.
What was your longest run in 13 months?
Greece in March.
Longest single run for a training for a 104-mile race.
Greece in March.
How
27.1, I think.
in one go?
Well, not really. Remember, we stopped halfway and we had a big pastry and a coffee.
So
There was one training run.
in
right?
13 months you ran. Right, I'm going to go back to that run in Greece.
Mhm.
That run in Greece, there was a point of it where I said, Andrew, let's keep going this run. You said, no, I'm just happy
No,
walking.
I'm just happy walking. Here's me. I could run, don't want to.
Before that, what's your other biggest run?
I don't know, but I tell you, I was going to do a 20-mile run.
Did you do over 10 miles in one run before that?
I'll check my phone, but I don't believe so. No, I didn't.
So in 13 months,
Yep.
you half ran a marathon in Greece with a pastry in the middle, and potentially you didn't break more than 10 miles.
No, but I didn't, because I
You
only
didn't?
ran Northern Ireland 30, 35. One day, I went out to do a 20-miler, and I got 5 miles in, and I thought, I can't be bothered. And I just turned and went back, and I went to the sauna. Last year, know what it is, Colin? I'm going to bring it up. At the Eye of the Tiger.
No,
See last year.
Right. We always, Andrew has his Eye of the Tiger quote, but Rocky Balboa did train. He trained hard, Andrew. Don't remember him in the mountains, flipping like sit-ups from a log, carrying logs, chopping wood, running up mountains, running away from a car in the snow.
Films, great films.
You got 20 miles. You didn't even do 20 miles. You went out going, oh, I can't be bothered. I'm way back home.
No, 5 miles, because last year it was a dream, and this year it was like, I'll just turn up.
So
I
that's
just
our
turned
learning. So ultra marathons are hard.
For me, do you want to hear about Dev? Any regrets?
I go for it. You probably don't.
Apart from the McDonald's in the morning and my last day in Spain training, I had no regrets. I was talked into this many, many times.
Not by me.
Not by Colin, actually, by my wife, as if she wanted to get rid of me for 30 hours. Joke's on her. I was 24 in the end. I suppose for me, no regrets at all. I ran 56 miles. That's
Yep.
the second furthest I've ever ran in my life. But more than that, last year I kind of said, Colin, that might be my first and last 100 miler. But I did say, I think I've got one more in me. I think I've one more in me.
From this?
No, last year's, not after this. I think I've one more in me because I had so much fun. It was like, it was still to me,
It was fun.
it was so much fun, and it was just such, and still is, I look back on it as such an amazing accomplishment. I thought, did I fluke it? Could I do it again? And if I never signed up to another 100 in my life, there would always be that question of, could I do it again?
Yep.
Was it a fluke?
Yep.
And I would always be asking those questions, and now I know the answer.
It was a fluke.
No, it wasn't. Definitely wasn't a fluke. Although my training wasn't great last year, there was training.
Yeah, there was something.
And more importantly, I think, or just as much, I had the desire.
Mm.
And I wanted it. And I visualised it. I never once even visualised this medal around my neck. You didn't get a buckle for this. You got a medal. I think I've learned that from that. Will I do another 100 miler? I didn't really want to do one coming in. And now that I've done one, I don't know, Colin. That never say never, as you say.
Never say never.
But that might be me. Not because of this one, because I've done it. And it is hard. And it is a lot of training. And I'm happy I've done another one. And it's put that one into perspective. And if anything, it's even made it more glorious for me, Colin. It's even made it more glorious.
So
See, I was like you. Last year I was telling to a few people, you could do 100 milers, you could do 100 milers. Like
Andrew, I'd convinced my wife and her two friends sitting having a coffee when I ran past one day. They were near signed up for a 100-mile race.
Yeah, you might need to read.
I was showing them pictures of people who had completed a 100-mile race and going, oh, you could do it better than this guy or this woman. And they were going, I could. I could.
But I think it's put it a bit more into perspective for me. We had the desire. I had some form of training. You need desire. You need training.
So what you're saying is to complete a 100-mile race,
Yeah.
it took you 160 odd miles, 2 events, to find out that you need to train
Yes, because
to do an ultramarathon, to run 100 miles. That's what you've learned from this.
you need the desire, and you do need to have some level of decent training. Because I think if I had been doing 20-mile runs like I did last year, my knee wouldn't have hurt. Because Colin, when we quit, we were in good, we were
in good form.
we were great form physically.
Yeah,
we were pretty good. We weren't tired, we weren't dizzy, we were well. Everything was going good. We could have finished. Just definitely wouldn't have got
4 hours late.
Definitely wouldn't have got the cut off.
Easy 4 hours late.
And why then, Colin, did we not go? Why did we not run to the 30-hour mark? Or why did we not go to say, oh, let's go for mile 72?
Because you couldn't listen to me for another 15 hours.
That's exactly it. Once you knew it was gone, that was you gone.
So that shows my competitiveness. Once I know the time, so my race, I have to finish it in this time. Once that time goes, I'm like, what's the point?
You were gone.
I don't want the medal. It's like
You weren't getting it, Colin. We would have shown up in 4 hours in Dublin, and everyone would have been away.
but
There would have been some confetti of things that had been left there 10 hours earlier.
it's like getting the United top printed with European Cup or Champions League winners of it never happened this year.
Well, not this year. It has happened 3
Never
times. But anyway, yes. So I know what you mean, Colin.
So it wouldn't have meant anything to me. The medal wouldn't have meant. And before I came away on holidays, I was actually out hoovering the car, Andrew, and the postman came around, handed me a bag, and I walked in. I was walking to my wife, opened it up. I thought everything was gone. I thought I had put it behind me. The event was gone. I didn't finish it. I'd got over it, and I lifted it up. And what was it, Andrew?
Go for it.
A Famine Way finisher T-shirt.
Did it say finisher on it?
Did it say finisher on it? I'll have to check. Do you know what? I looked at it and just...
See, if not, that's being masking taped. That's being masking taped.
So I looked at this. I said to Rachel, I never put this on in my life. And he was like, wise up, Colin. I was like, yeah, wise up. It's a nice t-shirt. So I was part of the event. I got the t-shirt, and there was no medal in it, Andrew. There's no medal in the bag.
Verdus. But
Yep.
one maybe regret, you'd been doing stories all along, and they did get a wee bit more infrequent.
Yeah.
And I remember saying, Colin, believe it or not, people will be watching these stories. What are we going to say? What we're going to say now that we've officially dropped out. And just before we say that, we did contemplate quite a bit about dropping out. It wasn't just a split second. Like,
Although I did put a video up halfway through saying Andrew DNF'd, ha ha ha, laughing because you went to the toilet, and then I kind of uploaded it and forgot about it.
And then you didn't send another one for another drop out.
Another one. And then Gary and the crew was like, Andrew's dropped out. Andrew's dropped out. Well, Andrew's dropped out, but his dot's still moving. And then I forgot.
So people did actually think I had dropped out.
So he dropped out twice.
So I said, Colin, we need to post a wee story or message saying, that's us, we're on our way home. What did you say?
I don't do these stories. So people DNF and people put up their journey in these stories. This is all the reasons why I DNF'd. I DNF'd because I didn't finish it. It's about no excuses.
No, but should we not
nothing.
Should we not let people know that would stop?
No, but I hear all these things going.
No, but you know what I hate? Oh, we're having a great time. Boo, 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 boo. So our last story was, we've got a McDonald's. Boo, 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 boo. I'm loving it. And then like 5 miles down the road, we were in the car.
The camera went off and I was like, I'm not loving this. But then
so like literally 5 miles
that's a phone
later.
call 3 days later from our
4 days.
4 days.
So 4 days
We have
later.
the best oldest brother. I just want to put that out there in the world. He's really caring.
So we've an older brother.
He worries about our welfare.
And 4 days later, I get a phone call. All right, Stephen. His name's Stephen. Just want to know, are you okay? Because I was following your stories.
4 days later.
And then he didn't post no more. And I was just wanting to make sure everything's okay. 4 days later.
4 days later.
4 days later.
I could have been floating down the canal.
He said, I just want to make sure you're not dead. If we were dead, he would have missed the funeral.
He would have
missed the funeral. The funeral didn't have
I think our mum would have told him, like.
You would have thought, so appreciate the concern, but there's an example. Our older brother. So I would have liked the post, but you weren't having it. Just to say.
I did say you post away.
I don't have the account details.
Good.
That's in your account.
You don't post anything. You don't run.
So this is the last episode of the season, Colin.
Episode 29.
9.
Episode
What
9.
a glorious season.
What have I done this season, Andrew?
Greece, Colin.
Greece.
Greece is all I wanted to do.
Yes.
And it was amazing to meet Dean Kernazes. Big friend of the show.
I think he's just a friend now.
Big friend of the show and maybe just friend. It was amazing.
And Joe Manda.
You, Belfast Marathon, personal best.
Yes, PB Belfast Marathon.
Northern Ireland 100.
Fourth position.
Place.
Came back from the depths of
7
I don't know.
hours quicker than us. And the Famine Way, you got to see 56 beautiful miles of the Famine Way.
I got to listen to you.
You got to listen to me. It was glorious. It was an adventure. We learned so much. You have to learn. You have to celebrate failure and celebrate success.
All the people on the podcast.
It's been a brilliant season. And we're going to take a break now, Colin.
We're going to take a break.
And what's next? We can't say what's next, but we'll hint at it. We won't hint. We'll just say it's big.
Redemption, Andrew.
I don't know about redemption. Maybe it is redemption. I suppose it is.
It's not the Famine Way redemption. It's pure redemption.
Something big.
Something big.
That's not coming. It's not even coming next year.
It's not coming next year.
It's coming in 2027.
27.
So does that mean I don't need to do anything next year, Colin? Does that mean I don't have to train?
Okay.
Or does that mean what's coming in 27 is so big that I might need to actually train?
Okay, so we chatted about this, right? So season 1, what did we do?
Every month out running.
Andrew was running, knocking his pan in, meeting me for half marathon, never doing a marathon, 40 mile. Then next season, can I do a 100 mile? Did the 100 mile. We did that. This season, there wasn't much of a journey, but...
No, it was the original marathon to Greece.
Yes, we were meeting Dean Kernazes in Greece.
That was massive, Colin.
That's brilliant.
That's all I wanted from this year.
But it was a pinnacle. And then after Greece, we still had the NI 100, we still had Belfast Marathon, then the Famine Way.
Crewman Chronicles.
And the Crewman
Chronicles.
So...
out now on YouTube, and that is go run on YouTube channel. Subscribe.
The break, Andrew, this is going to be a long break. I
Right.
think.
Do you think it might be to the new year?
I think it might be the new year because I might have a backyard ultra. I'll still be posting. We'll still be doing stuff, but podcast-wise,
I'll be doing stuff, just I'll jump in there. That was my last run of the year, so it was called, and that's not a joke.
big learnings from this year is that you can't just rock up and join the ultramarathon scene.
Who knew?
You have to train.
Who knew?
We're taking that learning, we're taking it into the next season. We've got massive plans for next season. Andrew will be out running because he's got two options now. He either runs or he crews. It's the truth.
Let's wait and see what option.
Are you going to be the crewman
Let's keep that in the knife edge.
or are you going to be running man?
Let's give a bit of a cliffhanger and let's see. Maybe there's a third option.
Is it? No, there's a third option.
Well, let's find
What's
out.
the third option?
It's season 4.
There's no more sugar cup
Idiots.
protocol. There's no more Eye of the Tiger. There's
Oh, there needs to be that.
no, there's no Eye of the Tiger. This time you don't need the Eye of the Tiger and you don't need sugar cubes. And you're not a donkey.
So we'll hand it back to Andrew, Colin and Jeff and Bob and Bert. Till next time, my name's Andrew.
My name's Colin Andrew. I've got a mic. Will you ever learn?
And I'm Jeff, and I'm the crewman.
Enjoy the song, which is 100% factually incorrect. We'll see you then.
You can do this, Andrew. You can do this, Andrew. Wanna fight miles, a light jog for this man. Maybe you too, Colin. Andrew, you're faster than the rumors, stronger than most. This ultramarathon's already tough. They said it couldn't be done. They said he'll fall flat, but he's laced up and grinning. No quitting, no chance. From Strokestown to Dublin, you're leading the way.
And you can do it too, Colin. Just follow Andrew's play.
You can do this, Andrew. You can do this, Andrew. 105 miles, a light jog for this man. Maybe you too, Colin. Andrew, you're faster than the rumors, stronger than most. This ultramarathon's already tough. They're in the car, like a legend foretold. Stands Jeff the crewman, brave, calm, and bold. He's invoked the sugar cube protocol indeed. He's got reps, he's got drinks, he's a pit stop champ, guaranteed.